So let's talk about Asmongold. So Asmongold has officially made a return to streaming and videos after being banned for 2 weeks, obviously because of the whole Palestine nonsense that he decided to take himself into. And apparently Asmongold has gone ahead and got himself banned on subreddit for Dragon Age on Reddit. You're probably wondering to yourself, well, gee, how the hell did Asmongold get banned? Right? Asmongold just said that he was going to be a good old boy. Why is he out there getting banned on Reddit? Well, let's read it and find out, because I guarantee you the reason why is ridiculous. Streamer Asmongold was banned from the Dragon Age subreddit for declaring that he's really excited for Dragon Age Veilguard. No, that's not a joke. He actually, that's all he said. He said, I am really excited for Dragon Age Veilguard. During his most recent stream, Asmongold posted to the Dragon Age subreddit a post titled the following: I'm really excited for Dragon Age Veilguard. Based on a screenshot from his stream posted on X by Binary Mind, Asmongold wrote in the body of the post, it's my first Dragon Age game, and I'm curious to see what all the hype is about, with a smiley face. Now, again, you're probably wondering to yourself, what the fuck? There's nothing bad about that. Like, he didn't say anything bad. It's not like he started attacking people left and right. There's nothing bad for what he said. Well, apparently, the response that he got was hilarious. The post has been removed from the Dragon Age subreddit, and Asmongold was banned from the subreddit. Then ex-user Kaiser11131 shared a screenshot of the message sent to Asmongold informing that he was banned from the Dragon Age subreddit. Unfortunately, due to too many repeated infractions of our civility and bigotry rules from users of this community, which is Asmongold, we have decided to automatically revoke access to our subreddit as a preventative measure so that our community at large can focus on actual criticisms of the game without ever getting involved in the war against woke culture. There are other subreddits for Dragon Age that allow this type of discussion, which we recommend visiting instead. The moderators added, if you feel like you have been banned in error, please reply to the message and we'll manually review your account. Now, bro, like Reddit is a cesspool. I really don't know how else to say it other than that. If you use Reddit, that's fine. You're allowed to do whatever you want. But Reddit is absolutely a fucking cesspool. The fact that this man got banned for all he said was, I'm excited to play the game. They banned him because of what they think about his community. It's not even like what they did. It's what they think of it, right? So if they think that they're a bigoted community, they're banning people without even actually having any reason to ban the person. Because they're not even going to bother. They think with Asmongold, he's too big, right? He's got too much of a following. So they just preemptively banned him in order to maintain their echo chamber. Whether or not that's going to work, I don't know. I really doubt it, right? I doubt that's going to work. Banning Asmongold's really not going to do much because all he's got to do is make a video and you're going to have a flock of people going in there and finding that particular subreddit anyway. So it really doesn't matter. But I guess to make themselves feel good. But truthfully, what it is that Reddit has moderators that are so, like, drunk on power. Have you ever seen one of these Reddit moderators that think that they're playing God? That's literally what's happening here. This Redditor or this moderator decides to ban Asmongold for no reason whatsoever other than, well, I think you're going to be bigoted. I think you're going to be bigoted, so that's why I banned you. It's like, what the fuck? What are you, crazy? So, again, and apparently they have a policy against civility and bigotry, whatever that is, right? Again, bro, people want to talk about the game, right? And then here they gaslight you, right? This is what they gaslight you with. Look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Or maybe I skipped it. I think I skipped it. Here we go. So that our community at large can focus on actual criticisms of the game without getting involved in the war against woke culture. So what do you mean actual criticisms? Is that to imply that all the discussion around DEI and the woke nonsense is not valid criticism? There's nothing valid about that? I think that's ridiculous that they're actively trying to say there's nothing valid about that when everybody knows it absolutely is valid. Why can't you talk about that stuff? The only reason why you don't want people to talk about that stuff is because you are personally affected by it, most likely. You're affected by people talking about DEI in a negative light. There's no way that you're going to have a discussion around Veilguard and not talk about DEI to some extent. Even some of the biggest shills out there on Twitter are openly admitting that this is a cesspool of modern day nonsense, which it is. I'm telling you right now, I played this game for about 4 hours today so far, and I'm going to dive back into it later tonight just to try to get some extra time in before the month's over. And I got to tell you, man, this thing is just so unbelievably average. I really don't know how to explain this game other than unbelievably average. It excels at literally nothing. Nothing. The game excels at nothing. The game plays it safe with everything, and the only thing it tries to go hard on is the identity stuff. And that's really it. The story, super boring, super safe. Combat, super boring, super safe. Exploration, super boring, super safe. Graphics, super boring, super safe. But identity stuff? Oh, no, we're going all the way with that. We're going all the way with that, the identity stuff. I'm not kidding, man. I'm telling you, like, people are going to say, oh, you're just hating. They always say that, bro. Every time I play, these video games and I give my honest opinion about them, and I've been all over the place with some of these games, right? Silent Hill, I had a lot of good things to say about it, and I had some negatives to say about it. Tales of Gonzerezao, I had a lot of good things to say about it, some negatives about it. So I'll be honest, and I'll be very upfront and tell you, this game is an absolute trash fire. If this was named anything else other than Dragon Age, this would be a basic bitches RPG. That's really what it would be. It would be a basic bitches RPG. And then on top of that, Solus literally gets sidelined in the beginning of the story. After you're done with the tutorial level, he gets sidelined completely. Varric gets sidelined completely. Everything that they said was going to happen in this game happens. Literally everything they said. So whoever that playtester was for New Day, that person is legitimate, has been proven to be legitimate. This is an RPG made for people who don't play RPGs. That's what it is. With the garbage action combat, I wouldn't even call it action combat because literally I was fighting against a golem that did absolutely nothing other than 2 moves repeatedly. Repeatedly. That's all it was. It's a joke. This game is a fucking joke. And then it says that Asmongold previously trashed Dragon Age Veilguard, claiming that it looks like a mobile game, which, by the way, a lot of people in my chat while I was playing this game kept saying that it looks like a mobile game. That's all they kept saying. They're like, is this a mobile game? Is this a mobile game? It does look like one. Even with the pause combat, it looks like one. It looks like the typical things you would expect from a mobile game. So it's like, what are we doing, man? How is this a AAA title? And we're going to talk about the numbers in a second because I feel like that's the most important part. He said, I feel like Raid Shadow Legends has like better graphical style than this game. I really do think so. Moments later, he added, this just really looks like a mobile game. Then later in the video, he compared it to Concord. I'm going to say something right now and it's going to be super controversial. This looks worse than Concord. And I don't even think that it's close. This is actually worse than Concord. And I got to say, to be honest with you, at least Concord had gameplay that people would find interesting if they could manage to loop themselves into it, right? As much as I don't like team shooters and whatnot, I know a lot of people like them, and I understand that Concord could have looped people in. The problem is Concord never had a chance because the game was so utterly fucking garbage in every other way that nobody was interested in even giving it a shot. This game, however, does have an audience. Granted, it's not as big as they're probably hoping because they're probably hoping for like over 100,000 concurrent players or maybe even more than that. But this game, even though it has the player base to try to capitalize on it, they're rewarding that player base that they just have and found with the garbage stuff that we've been seeing going viral on Twitter. It's just the truth of it. So Dragon Age the Veilguard, man, it is honestly, I shit you not, it is extremely sad to see this go down. And even while playing this game, the entire time I kept thinking about God of War 2018. That's all I kept thinking about. I kept thinking about God of War and how that game played, how the gameplay was overall, the traveling, traversal, all that stuff. It is so mimicky of God of War. And then the skill tree and the combat system especially is very mimicky of Hogwarts Legacy. So it tried to take 2 of these games that are big and huge and they try to combine it into a game and somehow manage to fuck it all up. Like, how is that even possible? You're taking aspects from two of the most popular games that have come out in recent memory, and you somehow managed to fuck it up still? How did you manage to do that? It's actually kind of odd to me. But here we are. That's just what it is.